the ERi-TV news broadcast crew and I, Delayed Sahaya, are now ready for your daily news briefing at 10:30 local time. First, let us catch up with the major headlines. Additional classrooms built through public contribution in Maimuna subzone. Vaccination coverage increases in Robrobia, Foro subzone. Armed group kills 35 in fresh simultaneous attack in Nigeria. President Putin hosts Madagascar leader, discuss energy and military ties. Proceeding with our reports. In the Adimarho administrative area, Maimuna subzone, classrooms constructed through community contribution to address the shortage of learning space were inaugurated on 15th February. In his speech, the administrator of the area, Mr. Huluf Uqba, noted that students have been learning in temporarily makeshift huts due to the lack of the adequate classrooms. He stated that community took initiative to resolve the problem and construct 3 additional classrooms. For his part, the administrator of Maimuna subzone, Lieutenant Colonel Burhan Haile, commended the organized community contribution aimed at alleviating the shortage of educational facilities. He called on other administrative areas to follow this exemplary initiative. Adimarho Elementary School began operating in 2001 and currently serves students from 3 different villages. In other news, it was reported that campaigns conducted in Orona subzone to strengthen women's capacity and increase their participation have yielded commendable results. The head of the National Union of Eritrean Women in the subzone, Ms. Saliha Mohamed Burhan, explained the efforts undertaken to organize women in general and young students in particular to enhance their contribution have been successful. In a related report, residents from Orona semi-urban area and government employees conducted campaigns to plant trees and clean the Martyrs Cemetery, according to correspondent of the Eritrean news agency, ERi. Vaccination coverage at health centers in Robrobia administrative area Foro subzone increased into 2025. Assistant nurse Kidana Mahari, head of the Robrobia Health Center, stated that number of pregnant women receiving parental care increased by approximately 20%, with institutional deliveries rose by over 13%. He further explained that as a result of the continuous awareness-raising campaigns, the number of citizens undergoing voluntarily testing increased by more than 5%. Notably, among the 238 pregnant women tested for HIV and syphilis, no infections were detected. Assistant nurse Kidana also noted that since the area is located between major rivers of Hadas and Aligada, it is prone to malaria. He reported that effective measures were implemented this year in coordination with partners to control the spread of the disease. The Robrobia Health Center provides service to over 11,000 residents from administrative areas of Robrobia, Arabto, Mahfid, as well as parts of Malka and Ruba Hadas administrative areas. Straight ahead is our international news after a short break. Welcome back. At least 35 people have been killed yesterday, February 19th, after armed group launched a simultaneous attack on the district of northwestern Nigeria. This is according to the police. The attack took place in Biu, community of Kebbi State, where the attackers crossed from Sokoto State, parts of which occupied by Lukrawa rebellious group. The Lukrawa group operates in parts of northwestern Nigeria, particularly around communities in the northwestern state of Sokoto. The armed group is known to engage in cattle rustling, raid on villages, and kidnapping for ransom. It is to be recalled that on February 14th, an identified armed group carried out an attack in northeastern of Nigeria. The assault left more than 50 people dead, several others injured, and over 150 kidnapped. Nigeria is the grip of the complex security crisis, featuring both militants and armed groups gang kidnapping people for ransoms. The West African nation is a security cooperation with the U.S. after initial diplomatic tensions. Earlier this week, the Nigerian military announced the arrival of 100 U.S. troops in Nigeria to help train its military in its fight against the armed group. Now let's report. The Russian President Vladimir Putin met with Madagascar leader Colonel Mikhail Randirani-Rina for talks in Kremlin on Thursday, February 19th, marking the island's nation leader's first visit to Russia since he came to power. The two leaders discussed humanitarian ties, agriculture, energy, as well as military cooperation. Officials have announced that the agreement will soon be implemented and a joint committee will be established to oversee the execution. As part of the agreement, Russia and Madagascar have also expressed its commitment to strengthen diplomatic relations. Russia has been expanding comprehensive partnership with African nations, highlighting the importance of deepening cooperation across multiple sectors. Dear viewers, we've come to the end of tonight's news. Let's have a quick recap of the headlines. Additional classrooms built in vaccination coverage increase in Robrobia Foro subzone. Armed group kills 35 in first simultaneous attack in Nigeria. And Putin hosts Madagascar leader to discuss energy and military ties. That was the news from ERi-TV studios. This has been the ERi reporting. Thanks for watching and have a good night.